Spirit of the dead, rise up. Lingering spirit of the dead, rise up and possess your bird of passage. Those stolen Africans, step out of the ocean, from the wombs of the ships, and claim your story. Spirit of the dead, rise up. Lingering spirit of the dead, rise up and possess your vessel. Those Africans shackled in leg irons and enslaved, step out of the acres of cane fields and cotton fields and tell your story. Spirit of the dead, rise up. Lingering spirit of the dead, rise up and possess your bird of passage. Those lynched in the magnolias, swinging on the limbs of the weeping willows, rotting food for the vultures, step down and claim your story. Spirit of the dead, rise up. Lingering spirit of the dead, rise up and possess your vessel. Those tied, bound, and whipped from Brazil to Mississippi, step out and tell your story. Those in Jamaica, in the fields of Cuba, in the swamps of Florida, the rice fields of South Carolina, you waiting Africans, step out and tell your story. Spirit of the dead, rise up. Lingering spirit of the dead, rise up and possess your bird of passage. From Alabama to Suriname, up to the caves of Louisiana, come out, you African spirits. Step out and claim your stories. You raped, slave-bred, castrated, burned, tarred and feathered, roasted, chopped, lobotomized, bound and gagged, you African spirits. Spirit of the dead, rise up. Lingering spirit of the dead, rise up and possess your bird of passage.
Oduma koma bore adie. Obo diebe.
Oh, that's great. All right, Mona, let's keep that up. That's perfect, Mona. Yeah. Oh, this is how I like it, Mona. That is so nice. That's great. What a look. Oh, you're beautiful. Oh, you're the best. Perfect, right there. Oh, yeah, that's great, Mona. More sex, Mona. A little more sex. Yeah. Oh, that's great. That's it. Let the camera do it to you, Mona. That's perfect. Right there. Let the camera get you hot. Let's go. Come on. Let's move it along now. Keep moving. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, hold that right there. Oh, wow. Yeah, Mona. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Mona. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Okay, now keep going. Keep moving. That's great. Come on. More sex, Mona. Let's really heat it up now. Let's show them what you're made of, baby. Oh, Mona. Oh, yeah. That's great. Yeah, that's good, Mona. Oh, yeah. That's real good. Yeah. Keep that up. That's perfect. Yeah, Mona. Oh, that's good. Oh. Perfect. Okay, let's go now. Keep going, move. A little more, move. Turn, okay, hold it right there.
Right over there, a row of ships were in line. They were docked waiting for the human cargo. Not only for this castle, but for several bigger castles along the coast. Many of the ships will be waiting for days until the holding place in the dungeons were filled up. Now, right over there, all the way to where you see the fishermen, and that is Elmina Castle right over there. There, right there.
Hold it. Hold it right there.
Comment? Non mais t'as bien. Mais je suis pas né, je suis pas encore. Là il je suis bien là, mais me boy bien là. Bien haut, quoi que j'ai. C'était meilleur dire mamie. Et tu bien hier. Et tu bien hier. Du bois. Bon. Je suis pas né, je suis pas encore. Là, il y a un choix, je suis bien là. Bien à Hong Kong, that's America, that's Trinidad, that's Jamaica. Bien à Kawaje. Moyen pas moi que je bien gâté. Afite wa bien da. Mais quand il y a afite wa. Tu prends grand. Daniel choisi bien. N'y bien. Blanc.
Oye. Oye.
Boni bo je bien.
Ko. Oye.
Quoi ko? Quoi ko?
Oye ko.
Je viens loya.
Oye.
Don't hurt it.
Oye.
Monta ko fa.
Ko. Oye.
He is called Sankofa. He's a self-appointed guardian of this castle and claims to be communicating with the spirit of the dead with his drums. Every morning, very early, he welcomes the sunrise with his drum right at the foot of the final exit, casting his net across the ocean. He claims he is lulling the spirit of the dead back across the ocean, mending, and then ushers the sunset again, facing the west, hitting his drum, counting the catch of the day. Right here. Upper level of the castle used to be the governor's residence. In fact, we see here the grave of the British governor and his wife, right in the center of the castle. Well, now we go to the dungeon where the slaves were kept. Please watch your step. It's a bit slippery. In each of these holding places, they used to pack thousands of people until they collect enough to fill the ships. And this is where they were kept, right here. And even at the time when they are ready to take them out to the docks, they take them through this underground long tunnel that goes straight to the final exit, where the canoes will be waiting for them. And mind you, some of them will be here for over a year. And most of the time, this took place at night. Yes, they were taken out of here at night. The shouts, the cries of desperation is still remembered along this coastline. Watch your step. You have the Portuguese, you have the Swiss, the Dutch, and finally the British all over the coast.
I'm Shola. I'm a house slave on the Lafayette plantation. I was raised in the big house with Joe and Lucy and trained to serve the Lafayettes. You know, if you was born a slave like me, it was easier to accept things like they was. But on the Lafayette plantation, we had folks like Nunu and Shango.
Come on, let's move. Let's work. What's going on here? You know?
Shango, he had come from the West Indies, and he was sold to the Lafayettes because he was a troublemaker. And I loved him. Oh, I loved Shango.
Man. Shango, slow down. Will you take your time? You look like you got a hog tied up down in your belly.
Sure, you know, say that good woman. Eat some of this food out now.
Lord, man, you need to slow down. Ain't nobody seen me coming. Nobody at all.
So you're going to do what I ask you to do? I have everything ready, you know.
I can't do evil things. As far as I'm concerned, killing's wrong, whatever they done to me.
Evil? You call that evil? What you think I go on here so every day and night? You don't call that evil? You not kill no one. All you do is put it in the food.
Not killing, Shango. That's what you call not killing? Seem to me like you want me to not kill everybody. Not just the massa and all the children, but Lucy, Mama, and Esther. Shango, she reared me.
Well, you know, that's the price you have to pay for freedom sometime, you know. You see, the nearer I get to the white man, it's the more you're going to eat him what left. And you're liable for dead. But nobody go up there go tell them, you know, because you know if you tell them not to eat it, they're going to tell the white man the same way.
Don't that mean you too, Shango? What you think I've been bringing you all this time? Ain't nothing throwed away. And there lived as part of the memory of my past, Nunu. She's all strength, passion, and tenderness. Now, Nunu was brought from Africa, and even though she's there with the rest of us, in spirit, you could see she's still living in her birthplace, latching on to her memory of her homeland. And Joe, her son, is a head slave. In fact, he's one of the most trusted head slaves.
He got the dragon up. And that morning, Nunu, she wasn't taking nothing. She got the mumbling of her country talk. And nobody in that yard had any idea what she was talking about. She was a mumbling, you hear me? Now, once somebody got the mumbling, then somebody else got the mumbling. And before you know it, everybody in the yard was mumbling. They was mumbling the same thing, honey. I mean, it was just like a song. And everybody was just a mumbling, child. We was a chanting. And we didn't have no idea what we was talking about, you hear me? But we was going. I expect whatever it was we was saying, it started to do the job. Because all of a sudden, that old cracker got the gasping for air. He got the gasping. Lord, he couldn't catch his breath. Then his eyes got to rolling back in his head. His tongue got to just going back in his mouth, you know. I mean, foam was just coming all out of his mouth. You hear me? Foam was coming out of the man's mouth. And right about that time, Nunu, she gets strong. She take a notion to jump back her arm. She put her eyes on that old cracker, honey, and he got to going round. Right about that time, the yard, it gets quiet.
What you
All
doing?
you could hear was that old cracker gasping for air. He was just gasping. Like he had a chicken bone.
She don't sound right. We
caught
better
down
be
in his
going.
throat.
Come on, let's go.
You know what I mean?
I don't want to go. I want to hear this.
Now, all of us, we get to stand and Nunu. But she wasn't paying no attention to us at all. Because her eyes was stuck on that old cracker. And he was just going round. Lord, child, I mean, you ain't never seen nothing like it. And I tell you, you don't never want to see nothing like that long as you live. I don't know what got into him, whether it was God or the devil, but something sure enough got into him. And Nunu, she was just staring at him. And as he sat there in front of all of us, his skin, everything on him turned to ashy gray. And that Nunu, you know, she just stood there like she was God himself. The girl just stood there. And the man died. Leaning right there against that cabin. He died. I tell you, for me, that was real Judgment Day. For all of us to stand there witnessing as that old cracker went and died in front of everybody. And it took Nunu and her home tongue to finally do the job we all had been praying for. Folks around here say it was a mother tongue. You know, where our people come from. Nunu is an Akan. She always talks about her peoples. She always talks about them. She's an Akan. That's what she is.
Whenever the master's abusing me and treating me bad, Lord, let me be like Nunu. Just give me a little of the power she got right in the center of my eyes. Killing an overseer just by staring at him? If Joe don't want her for a mama, I'll take her. Me and Joe grew up together. Both of us was even baptized on the same day by Father Raphael. And Nunu was so young, it was like her and Joe was growing up together. All they had was each other. Then, after they made Joe a head slave, him and Nunu just couldn't set horses together.
James, you know what to do.
Now y'all belong to me. I'm fixing to give you niggers something, make you never want to run again. Move 'em out, Johnson.
Kuta and some of the other field hands got caught running away to the hills. Kuta wanted to run because she wanted to have her baby in a free place. But she got caught and brought back. I always asked Shango why he never ran off for himself, but he said he just couldn't leave his folks behind like that.
So I just put some support on
to working, boy. You know your job. Hey, Bible boy. Looking at that fine lady, eh? Ain't she pretty? Just look at her.
Won't you mind your own business? Keep doing what you out here to do.
Oh, she mad over you, Bible boy. Stop your Bible for once. Try to enjoy life a little bit. God don't like all that book reading. Now, do he tell you to forget about life? Eh? No.
Lord, forgive this man, for he know not that his tongue is possessed by the devil.
Hey, Sister Lucy, come on over here. Please help this boy. Give him some life. Boy, stop acting like some kind of animal. One day you want him, another day you don't want him. Whatever kind of God you got, he don't like that neither. You think you too pure for her? Hey, Bible. Hey, boy. Joe, I give you this woman. Now, you be a real man and you treat her right now. Lucy, I give you this man. Take him into your bosom and you be a real woman to him, too. Now, this boy is as slippery as a snake, so just hold on tight to him. Boy changes colors faster than a chameleon, so just don't let him out your sight. Woo! Yeah.
Nathan, them catch Kuta, you know. We have to do something about it.
Eh? Boy, me mind me one business, you know. Stop drag me enough, you know, because I'm in enough trouble already, you know.
One of them days you're going to find out.
Joe, come here, boy.
Yes, sir, Master James.
Here, let's have some fun. Draw me some blood from them black hides.
But Master James, I can't be flogging and counting at the same time, though, sir.
You mean I got me a nigger that can't count and whoop at the same time? All right, smart boy. Noble.
Yes, sir.
I guess you better go ahead and do it then.
Master James, you can't expect me to do the whipping all by myself all the time. I've been on the road 2 days bringing these here runaways in here. I ain't gonna do no good job of it. I'm feeling bad today. I mean, I'm feeling real tired.
I got me a tired nigger.
Yes, sir.
I guess you'd rather count.
Master James, you know I can't count.
You know what, boy? You used to race to tear them black hides. What's come over you, boy? You want to be a field nigger?
No, sir. I just don't be feeling good today.
Boy, I'll tell you what. From now on, sick or not, you're gonna be whooping niggas till you die. And if you don't do as I say, I'm gonna take personal pleasure in tearing your black hide.
32. 33. 34. 35. 36. 37. 38. 39. 40.
Jungle, don't stop, Jungle, don't you stop getting involved, Jungle. No, Jungle, please. Stop. Please stop, Jungle, no.
41. 42. 43. 44.
Don't get that nigger out of here.
It ain't none of your business, Jungle, don't. Jungle, you ever get yourself killed? No, Jungle.
You stay right there. Stay, don't you go no further. Get out of here. You stay no more.
Okay, hit me. Hit
Get
me.
out of here.
Hit me. Come on. No, stop. She's your mama. Has you no respect? She's your mama. Get out. Get out of here. I bless you on your mother. When the man had you could tell you and what is this whole place must burn down. What trouble? What trouble? They can never do nothing to my soul. They can never. You can never do nothing to my soul. Oh. When anyone had no trouble, it's only to this flesh. This flesh, that's all. If not because of this flesh. And you know, this is the only chain they have on us. Not because of this flesh, this meat, we could fly in the air. We could swim in the river, walk under the sea, and soon we'll be home. We'll be home. At least we'll be home. We'll be home. Juma, my own son. He's my son. 9 months. 9 months. Why? Why me? No. No. Shango, stop, please. Shango, they're going to kill you. Shango. Mother, stop it. Let me go. Let me go. Oh, no. Oh, God. They're killing him.
Get up, you nigga. Get up, you bastard nigga.
Stop. They're killing him.
Get up, Jose, boy. Get up. Get that nigga out of here.
I'm switching. I'm switching. Stop it. Already, Uncle Paul Medasi. Then I couldn't do about Tampa Medavasi. One of them Saka will fray, me to the ding, Kwame dancing.
Some nights, I be sneaking out of the big house to run to Nunu just like one of the children to listen to the tales from her homeland. The stories about the porcupines and the little porcupine girl that Nunu called Afriye.
It means, oh, great hunter, we love you for your soup. Your soup is always full of big chunks of meat from the bush. But we don't like to see you in your red dress, always stained with blood. In this village lived a very young, beautiful Kotoko girl. Her name was Afriye. They were all porcupines. Afriye. She loved her brother and her family so much, but most especially her brother. Their mother, Abnenru, was a powerful medicine woman. She prepared strong medicine from roots, plants, tree barks, leaves, herbs. So she was powerful. And she saved many lives in the village. Anybody who was sick, whether it was your head, your leg, your stomach, Abnenru was there. She had medicine for you. The father too, Pesiada, he was a great warrior, very strong man. Anytime it was war, he would always go to the war front and come back alive. He saw that when Afriye was born, he could see, this small girl would one day grow up to be somebody special. So he named her Afriye. Afriye means special. Someone who is born to see. Because of this, she was called Afriye. And the whole family loved her and protected her. Wafanankoto abasi, abasi dan soiwo. Wafanankoto onyasi, onyabebua bomeba. Hina beni, mina bina beni. Wafanankoto abasi, abasi dan soiwo. Wafanankoto onyasi, onyabebua bomeba. Hina.
How's the child?
He's a strong, small man. He's pulling through. Everybody is pulling through. Lots of babies are mad at him for sharing their mama's breast milk.
Nunu, I truly admire you for what you've done.
No, I haven't done nothing. But this here place will make you do anything. I sure was scared and nervous. It is true. I have helped many mamas bring their babies here. But this one was something. Anyhow, you are something special.
Nunu, I don't know what to do. I know you heard me say this before, and if I say I wish I was dead, I know you ain't gonna believe me. But Nunu, I'm telling you, I'm feeling very bad about Kuta. This baby reminds me of when they went and sold my own mama. I said to myself then out loud, it's all right. Because one day I'm going to be free and I'm going to find her wherever she at. I got fixed, didn't I? Instead of finding my own mama, I done turned around and took somebody else's mama. Now Kuta's gone forever.
And of course, here we see him crucified, nailed to the cross. For you and me, Joe, for our sins. Joe is strong.
If you can turn this miserable situation into some good, believe me, you've got to do something about it. You can't go on being a headman for the white man and expect not to do awful things to people.
I know, Nunu. Telling you, they driving me mad in this place. I don't think I can go through it any longer. Don't you think I'm tired of being a brute? Downright mean and evil? Don't you think I'm tired of being a head man for the white man and all the burden that goes along with it? I almost went mad. I couldn't control my head. In fact, I couldn't say no is what's killing me. Never used to bother me. Now all them eyes staring at me. Eyes everywhere, just staring at me, waiting on me to do some evil thing to somebody. My own people just beating me down, all them field niggas beating me down with their eyes, staring at me, torturing me day and night. Telling you, Nunu, they driving me mad in this place.
You can do something about that. You can pull yourself up and say no. The choice is either to be a true man or a beast?
One of these days you're gonna end up dead. You know that, don't you? Shango, why don't you just act right? It don't take that much. You know the way you carry on worries me to death. You done lost so much blood. Shango, you got to. Why you do this to me? It ain't none of your business. Getting shot over some runaway Shango. It ain't none of your business. You can't run around fighting for everybody. You just one man. Shango, you just one man, and you gonna end up dead. You ever think about me? You ever think about taking me away from here, Shango?
Take you go which part? Eh? Which part you want me to take you go? You know, see how me stay here? Shula, why you can't be like one of we? Eh? Why you can't crawl on your belly like a snake? Through the trees, through the grass. One of them day the whole of we go eat frog. Yeah. That is the only way we go get to freedom around here. The whole of we have to go eat frog. You know the snake will go eat when at the frog belly.
Why don't you make sense?
I'm a man.
Oh, everybody knows you are a man. Now they're going to know you are a tender man. Don't be afraid to be a little tender. Besides, this is a special baby. Everybody knows why he's here, and everybody is going to help to take care of him. That was Scooter's last words. This baby wasn't born the natural way. He is going to grow to tell about this place. He will testify more than any of the grown-ups here.
I still wish I could have my own baby with you.
No, Bulali, you know I can't sleep with you. You are a headman. All my life, the headman has been and continues to be my tormentor. I was snatched away and sold from my birthplace by my own people, acting like a headman. And till today, the headman is my tormentor. But you might as well give up on me, because I am never going to lie next to your body so long as you remain a headman for the white man. And I mean that.
Living in the big house, you could feel it. The way the white folks would be getting all excited, expecting some kind of trouble from the field folks. But you know what? It's always when they least expect it. On the nights they feel everything is all right, that out of nowhere, the field folks would rise up and burn down everything. I believe Shango, Nunu, Juma, and even Musa belonged to the secret society. I even think they was the leaders. Some nights they be sneaking away to the caves to meet up with the field hands from the neighboring plantations and even the free folks from up in the hills. They done run away up in the hills and they lived like free people. Course nobody ever told this to the house servants. They didn't trust us. They didn't even trust some of their own kinds in the fields. But it wasn't only field hands. Some of the head slaves was part of it too. Like if you take Musa in the daytime, he's with the massa cracking his whip. But at night, he's all mixed up with the field hands in the caves plotting rebellion. But just special ones knowed what was going on, and they take off when the others be out there dancing and cutting the food. Always feel the tension in the big house. The more the whispering be going on with the field folks, the more the massa don't be sleeping, and the more he don't sleep, the more I catch hell, cause he be taking his frustration out on me.
Hey, why are the papa?
Good news from the hills. Since we met, we celebrate the birth of 17 children.
17?
17. 10 girls, 7 boys. We have 10 machete, 8 forks, 7 pickaxes. All we need is seeds. Seeds. We come to talk with you, get you together, to take you away on the hills one by one. We know what you are suffering down here, because we serve our own God on the hills. You people down here serve the white man God. This thing is not to be known, because we are one people. We'll take you one by one until we all get together on the hills where you are free. Everybody free.
The soldiers came to help put down the rebellion, and armed overseers from neighboring plantations, and The sky stayed red hot. Smoke was everywhere. Acres of cane laying in ashes. Then they started gathering the field hands, and I was praying for Nunu and Shango. But they couldn't find out who was and who wasn't involved. Of course, the field hands was quiet. They just picked a handful of field hands and some of the drummers to make an example out of them. Then, right in front of everybody, they took them and put them in these little wooden cages and raised them up to the top of the trees for the vultures to feed on. It still echoes in my brain. And they hung up there for days until they died, one by one. But Shango was lucky. That night just so happened he was in leg irons in the oxbow. But Nunu, she wasn't so lucky.
I'm not going. Leave me up.
Big boy, where you taking Nunu? Hey, you're not selling her, I said. Nobody's selling her. Get out of here. You get out of here. Get your hands up. Nobody's selling her. Get back. Come on. Get back. Come on. Nobody's taking Nunu. Nobody's taking her out of here. No, Musa. Nobody's taking Nunu out of here. Do you hear me? Nobody's taking you.
Don't do no foolishness. Don't do no foolishness. They can kill you. Just be wise.
Look, I'm coming back. Just be wise. You know what to do. You know what to do.
Oh, leave me up. Leave me up.
What's going on here, boy? I'm talking to you, boy.
Everything all right, Master James. Everything all right. Just a woman. Nothing to it at all. Everything all right. There's plenty of them around here. Everything all right. It's all right.
It better be.
It's all right.
I guess the time finally came for Noble Ali. He just became ripe, as Nunu would say. Especially the day they took Nunu away to sell. I guess that's when they finally done it to him. In the daytime, he was laughing and pretending to be with the master, but at night, just like Musa, he was out there with the rest of them.
Move him up here. Move on. Move up. Come on. Keep up. Keep up. Keep up. Move up. Move up. Get that way. Come on. Get that woman out of here. Come on. Keep up. Get her out of here. Keep up, woman. Get her out of here. Woman, keep up.
Joe! Joe! Joe, they selling your mama, Joe! Joe, they taking Nunu! Joe, come help me, you coward! I know you in there! Joe! You coward! They taking your mama, Joe! They taking Nunu, come help me! Joe!
Come on, move it. Get to work. Come on, move it. Get back to work. Come on. Let's move it. Work. Come on.
She was raised from the dead, exalted to glory, raised up above the choirs of the angels of heaven. Later, she was enshrined and proclaimed the Queen of Heaven. You see, Joe, our Holy Queen, Virgin Mary, was taken up to the heavenly bridal chamber, where the King of Kings was seated on his throne.
I've been crying all these years, and my man can't dry my tears. You don't know how it feels.
No.
They couldn't sell me. They couldn't buy me. Finally, I'm too old for the white man.
So happy to see you, Nunu. So glad you're back.
The big white man at the marketplace. He just stood there. Look at me. She ain't even fit to be sold. So now I'm too old to be sold, too old to be bought. I'm so happy to see you. I told you I was coming back. You didn't believe me, did you? I'm back now.
Father Raphael kept telling me to pray. Kept telling me about the punishment, and the master kept on taking advantage of me. It didn't make no sense to me. Seemed like the more I prayed, the meaner the master got. Praying wasn't working. So I just stopped it altogether. I felt responsible, even though deep down in my heart I knew that wasn't true. After that, I just fell out of favor altogether.
Father. Jolly Strong. What can I do for you?
It's Nunu, Father.
Don't mention that heathen Guinea woman's name in my church.
She just don't like our God. I know it because I feel it and I see it in her, Father. I even got a feeling she's gonna try to poison me with something just by the way she always be looking at me. I just don't know what I to do.
Do you fight back?
I'll be fighting hard, though, Father. Real hard.
Well, that's it. That's it, my son. That's the devil, my son. Fight her all the way.
Father, you know I'm always to myself. I don't go near none of them. Most of the time we read the Bible, you know that. everybody know that I'm different.
Well, you are different, eh?
Joe, we can make a pretty brown baby.
Father, tell me, though, whose son am I?
We all are his sons, my son. We all have one Father, the Almighty.
Don't you come barging into my house like that no more, you heathen.
I'm the fool, Joe. Throwing myself all over you. I'm the crazy one. Showing out over a dead man. You ain't no man, Joe. You ain't nothing. You ain't nothing, Joe. What's missing? Ain't I woman enough, huh? Ain't I woman enough? Is it my breast you need, or the damn Virgin Mary herself? You think you... Lucy, what's wrong with your phone in the dirt like this? Shola, what's missing, huh? Ain't I good enough? Ain't I good enough? Hi, Shola. It ain't you, Lucy. It's Joe. He done lost his mind, Lucy. I done told you, leave him be. Lost his mind. You think you good because you half-breed? You think you God sent, huh?
Forgive me for I have sinned.
Go on, Lucy. Tell him.
Shango, if I can't get his hair, there ain't no way I can get his nails. Anything, Shango. Anything, Shango, just make that man come around to me. Make him love me like I love him.
What you want me to do? You can't find somebody else to love. You have to love a head man.
I can't eat, I can't sleep. I can't keep food on my stomach. Anything, Shango. Just make that man come around to me. Anything.
Why if it wasn't Shola? Shola, me I do this for still, you know. Cause I see them head man, them do even love them mother. And why you give him this? He might go choke when him take it, you know, but it's true him wicked. He have so much wickedness in him. Same time you give him this, make sure you say give him it at the day. Don't give him it at the night, you know. Because I'm good at sleep and don't wake up. Remember what I say, you know, give him little. Don't give him it at the night. Well, you can understand how a woman like you love a man like that. How much man about the place. Remember, you know, give him it little.
See, that's what they did to Efriye when they separated the men one side and the women one side on the ship. Poor Efriye. She could not tell whether she was on land or on water. That's how her rotten fruit was conceived.
Yeah, that's how her rotten fruit was conceived.
Why do you think I spit him out of my life? I didn't raise him to be no headman for no white man to mistreat his own people. That's evil and wrong.
Efriye is Nunu. In the story, the little porcupine Efriye was raped inside the slave ship. And that's how Joe was born.
Oh, Nyankopon twere ampon kwame. Asase ya. Asrafo samanfo. Onyensa no. Madam ase. Se me nuanum, modi won achi. No abedu ha. Na boni bia anka won. Edam ase. Obrikisi brim. Ni okrekraku. Ni edi yemusuma mo. Enti no yensa aka won. Dwuma ye de asie anim se ye beye. Botai ye de asie anim se ye ba be di no. Mo ma bribia ankoso fefefe. Asundwe nkuto. Edamase. Asrafo samanfo edamase. Ko na samanfo edamase. Edamase. Prempe. Eni abnae. Womeji Tonio. What you have seen, you haven't heard. What you have heard, you haven't seen. Prempe. Eni abnae.
That night, I don't know what froze me, but I couldn't get myself to be initiated. I guess it was just the years of the church in me, but I was so happy anyway to just have made it all the way to the cave. Anyhow, after that, I just got up, no clothes, no food, no nothing, and just started running away from that evil place. I didn't know where I was going. I just set out running in the direction of the hills. And I still can't tell you how far I got or where I was going, but I remember being dragged back in the middle of the night by the overseers and the dogs. The master, the mistress, Father Raphael, they all said I was possessed by the devil for associating with those heathen Africans.
Look, Father. See? Look, over here, see? This is a heathen's work. She's gone and mixed herself up with a heathen nigger.
Figurations are very singular.
Look at this.
Certainly heathen were African.
Lift her up. Get up. Get up. Repeat after me. Repeat after the Father. Repeat after me. I belong to God. I am His and His alone. I'm His and His alone. I am possessed by Him.
I am possessed by Him.
I am His slave.
I am His slave.
Get away, devil.
Get away, devil.
I will never again worship another God.
I will never again worship another God.
I will not associate with those who worship another God.
I will not associate with those who worship
a heathen God.
Heathen God.
An African
God.
God.
African God.
Never. You wench. If I hear or find you associate with them heathen niggas, by God, you'll find yourself in much trouble. I won't be so easy on you next time.
Let's get out of here.
My feet. My legs.
Don't stop.
I can't stop my legs.
Don't stop. Don't stop.
Oh, still running. My feet. They're just still running.
Just go and run, Shola. Go and run. Don't stop now. Go and run. I'm not going to sleep no more. Just go and run.
Jungle. Why are you afraid of that?
Speak the truth. No.
You got medicine. Never? Huh?
First time I was afraid for dead, but no, not now.
You got medicine to protect you. That's what they say about you, Shango.
You know, surely I did have a little sister who got eat more than dead. And up to this day, I couldn't understand which part she go. Yeah, I couldn't go see her body, you know. Then long after my father got dead, and that is the time I get more confused. I couldn't really understand where did really go on. You know, my sister dead, my father dead, and all I could see was them body. You know, when they bring me on here, and I realized this was a kind of different thing, you know. I did have a friend named Jake. Where I remember Jake, you'd have loved him. Jake was the first man who really put me down and tell me about people like me and you who live up in the hills, who live like a normal human being. Yeah, me and him used to sit down and plan out for escape. Then one morning I wake up and I see Jake hung from a tree. That was the time when I realized maybe it's better I dead, you know? Yeah, because if I dead, I would have go to the people who I love. My father, my sister, and Jake. Yeah.
Shango trusted me for the first time. He gave me this handmade bird that he had carved out of wood. He called it a Sankofa bird, and he put it round my neck. Shango said this Sankofa was passed on to him by his papa, but I'll tell you, whatever that bird was all about, after he put that bird on my neck, I became a rebel. No more was I scared of being flogged, burned, even death didn't scare me. And when they got the feel, suit me just fine.
Come on, move it. Get to work.
Hi, Joe. Aunt Rose sent some food for you from the kitchen. I'll leave it here by you.
Fede ma bro. Ube wu ewu. Ay! Ah! Ay! Whoa! Ay! Yafro. Ay! Awe yaw. Ajay! Wait! Yamo! Come. It's all right. Go on. Baby, whoa. Come on, do it again. Let it all come. You won't die. Oh, my God was away. And I look on up. You know, the Baba go back. Baba go back. To me. What? To me, barang kotu abasi nansoiwo barang kotu nyasi di bawah pemirsa hina
He's possessed by the devil.
Jew! Right there. Jew! To me. That's a... You must Jew! Right there.
You stay away from me, you devil!
Me on them. You must have a good one. I can bring me in more.
Stay away! You try to tell me like you going around killing everybody
I was
else.
rich, but I carried you here for 9 months. 9 months I carried you here. I raised you with these breasts. These
Shut
breasts
up!
I raised you. So
Shut up!
stay away from me.
Trying to destroy me like you go around destroying everybody else.
The devil is trying to get to you through your mother. Do not let her come between you and the Lord. You have to be a strong Christian.
Stay away, you devil!
I don't know what's about way. I don't know about way.
Devil!
Shut up!
Shut up! You shut up! I'll set you up forever! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! You shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shola, help me. I need you to help me. Please, Shola.
What you finally do, Joe? You're a miserable man. Oh, Joe.
Shola, help me. I didn't mean to kill her. I didn't mean to kill her.
Where's your loving father's at, Joe? Where's your loving father's at? Raped, Joe. Raped. When she was 14 years old, Joe raped. Yes. Oh, Joe, which one of them white men who raped your mama?
That's
your
not
father?
true!
It is!
That ain't!
It is! That's one of them, Joe! Which one is your father? Which one of them white men who raped your mama is your father?
True!
It is!
That happened to her! He ain't a porcupine woman!
No! Free is no! You got no future.
Shoulder totally.
You got no future, you go!
Shoulder!
Go!
In Christ's name is going on here? Take that heathen woman out of the sanctuary.
When I fall on my knees, with my face to the rising sun.
What is going on here, Joe? I order you to take this heathen creature and your heathen behavior out of here. But just like the rest of these niggers, you have no soul. It's hopeless. We'll have you removed.
This woman you call heathen is my mother! And you're gonna have to stop disrespecting her! Her name is Afriye. She's a saint. Ain't she though, Father? All her life she's been abused and betrayed, even by her own son. Now ain't she a saint? Was even dragged through the desert of cruelty to suffer for everybody and for you. Now tell me, ain't she a saint?
Joe, I raised you since you were a little boy. I gave you everything that was good. Joe, please. Take yourself in hand, Joe. Joe, you are a Christian.
Joe was locked in that church for days. They tried to smoke him out, but finally they just burned the whole church down. Father Raphael, Joe, church, nothing but ashes. And Nunu was nowhere to be found. They never did find a trace of her. Some folks believe to this day that she never died. They say they saw this big buzzard come swoop down and fly her back to her Africa.
Just spotted James up on the hill, all by himself. Be a good time, son.
All right, how I tell you. Nobly said James up on the hill by himself. You're right there.
trouble. Get here. Get that nigga off of me. This one Shango. Judgment Day, Shango. Snake might eat whatever is in the belly of the frog. Yes.
Guns, horses, head slaves, I can still hear it all now. And I heard the gun go off again and the dogs, I heard them as they scrunched one of us, I heard his voice. Keep on running, sister, keep on running. The horse's hooves got closer and closer right on our heels, and suddenly I heard another one go down. They were right on our heels and I knew I was next. One cried out for me to go on as the dogs feasted on him. Keep on running, sister, run, run, run. My head started getting hot and I wasn't tired no more. Then I had this feeling, this light feeling, and there wasn't no more pains in my feet. This big buzzard was flying next to me and he spread his wings and scooped me up and up and up, just like what Shango said. Next thing I know, I'm in the air going up and up and up, and this miserable earth is getting smaller and smaller, turning into something small. Dogs and overseers, head slaves, horses, getting smaller and smaller, just like what Shango said. Buzzard brought me.
are you? Hey, you're about to make me lose my magic hour, Mona.
Spirit of the dead, rise up. Lingering spirit of the dead, rise up and possess your bird of passage. Those stolen Africans step out of the ocean from the wombs of the ships and claim their story. Spirit of the dead, rise up.